Alright, let's get to it. Now, if you're doing something right now, stop it. Turn your TV off. Pause it. Get ready. Because we finna get into this. Now, you saw the title and said, oh man, this is finna be good. He ain't talked about Charlamagne in a while. This is old. Ebro came out and decided to basically express his thoughts about Charlamagne on this subject. Ebro is 100% correct about what he said about Charlamagne. 100% correct. Now, I've said all this already. So there was basically really no real reason for me to do so. All of this stuff came back to light because I was alluding to it, and it got Charlamagne upset enough to mention me without referencing my name on his podcast show. But this is what I talk about. The thing about cooning is it never helps you. It always comes back to hinder you. See, this is what people don't understand. The people that help you make it to this certain spot, once you start doing something else different to try to make another group like you, you just isolated the group that supported you from the beginning. You think that group's still gonna be there. And now this new group is gonna like me. So I'm going to have double. This type of ignorant logic don't cross over well. The crossover appeal only happens to certain certain people, like Beyonce was able to be a crossover hit. Because of the simple fact Beyonce was a crossover hit when she started with Destiny's Child. She was already crossed over. She started her career off as a crossover hit with Destiny's Child. I know for a fact because little white girls were singing Destiny's Child songs right along with black girls. They love Destiny's Child. Now, when she came out with Crazy in Love, white teens was losing their head, throwing their hair back and forth, bobbing their head to it. That's what they did. But what Charlamagne's doing with Tomi, what's her name, Lahren, you can see the avenue in which he's going. She's on Fox. She deals with Fox. She got her little show. He's trying to rub elbows because he wants to move up, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I know how Fox operate. They canceled her appearance on his show because even though those two are in cahoots, that's how he was even got to be on her show. And he looked like a sucker on the show, but it opened up the platform where he was able to get on Empire. But we'll get into a lot of these things. Because cooning only gets you so far. Because in the end, you never benefit from cooning. I know he's going to say it's because of my success on Breakfast Club. That's a part of it. Your success is the reason why you were allowed to be on her show. And then he was like, I'm going to get her on my show now. She's going to come do my show. This is going to be great. And her studio pulled the plug. Because of all the bad attention she got from the Daily Show, they don't want her to come on the Breakfast Club and get it some more. But my thing is, do we need her on the Breakfast Club platform? Really? You see, I don't mention her. This is the first time I've ever mentioned her name. Do you know why I don't mention her name? Because I'm not trying to give her life where we live. She's ignored. And that is the worst punishment you could give somebody who basically just spit ignorant rhetoric across to the people in the masses and try to get people to believe it by minimizing your people. They're creating a platform in which it's okay for you to think ignorant about black people. She's creating an atmosphere and feeding on a frenzy, revving everybody up to keep them angry. If a black guy does that, they would call it hate videos, right? Now, let me explain to y'all a little something that happened to me and how I relate to this subject. And Charlamagne, if you're listening, you can listen up too. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. Everybody knows that, right? Huge Cub fan. Was down there when they won. You seen the YouTube video. You see me slap hands with the paramedic. There was people, fans walking up. I didn't know these people. The police, I guess they were out there too. They got high fives. Everybody's high-fiving. And the Chicago Cubs, in their infinite wisdom, wanted to use my video in their official song video, where they went and took a lot of fans' videos and put them together. And everybody thought it was amazing. They asked me for permission. I said, yeah, go ahead, man. Knock yourself out. I agreed. And when he came back, they had a different agenda. The video that they used in my video is only the part where I slap hands with the police. They cut out the paramedics, they cut out all the fans, they cut out... The only part they wanted to show was this black guy high-five two police officers. Two white police officers. We're celebrating the Cubs' victory. We're not political. Nobody's there thinking about politics. But it doesn't mean I'm okay with crooked police officers killing unarmed black people. And I wasn't with that. And what Fox wanted to do was to have me basically co-sign this. They were going to do some support for my YouTube channel. I was going to be put on a platform where there's black backlists and all this other stuff, and they were going to put me on a platform the same way Tomi Lahren was out there. They want me to embrace the fact that it was okay for blacks to be okay with the police and all of this stuff and all this the rest, and wanted to paint more of a political aspect as to what's going on. And as I said to the first guy from Fox, screw you. And then the next one came up and I said, screw you too. I'm not finna... No, you're not gonna use me as the puppet. Sorry. I'm not finna co-sign this. So, as they like, man, we got this guy all wrong. To the person who picked me, I guess, whose job is to go on the internet and find these guys. Just because I don't agree with Colin Kaepernick and some of the things he do and his motives. Those are my opinions. But never ever mistake the fact that I'm going to sell everybody out and I'm that guy. No. You got Charlamagne for that. He's more than willing. He gonna shake, booty lick, and do whatever he can do to get that star on that Hollywood floor. So I totally agree with Ebro with that. And what did they do to me? Oh, they were livid. So all the stuff I was doing with Undisputed, I like Undisputed because I like the show. But notice I don't really talk about it no more. As some of the fans who know me already know what they did to my Skip Bayless video. They flagged it, took it down. They tried to take a couple of other videos down that I did. They tried to attack my channel. Fox, I mean, they have pull, like a lot of these companies do, with Google. And Google just plays ball because they're a giant company with Viacom and everybody else behind them. So they go and lean on Google. Google just do it. And what Google does is like, look, we have an obligation to this guy too, even though he's the little man, we still got to support the little man in case. So when I decided to fight it, because Google got in the way and said, hey, you know what we're going to do? Ban in all countries. But it's not a flag on you. The video's just down, dude. But it's not a flag on you now. It's just banned in all countries. Okay? That means you guys are happy. The video's down. You don't get a flag. Google's cool. Okay? Everybody's cool. I'm like, no. Why is it banned in every country? For what? What is it banned for? What violation did I make? They just don't like it, so I want to fight it. So I put in my notification, which is my right to fight them. They come back and reject it. I didn't know YouTube could reject your... I guess it is up to them, but they're like, look, we're not finna go. You could be sued in this. I'm like, I'm full aware of the consequences. Let's move forward. They decline. It's like, we decline your kind of notification of this. This cannot be notified. So Google has the right, the final say over your videos. So don't just think you can fight and they have the final say in that situation. So that's what happened with me and them trying to fight. I won like 3-4 cases against them already. They got one down, but I fight everything they do against me. But they're upset because I'm not going to be up there interviewing with Tomi Lahren or whatever her name is. They want me to be that guy. So I would be sitting there next to her on that show. That was the next step. They wanted to build me up because I'm what they wanted. The blackface saying something stupid. If we get the black guy to play ball, they pick the wrong one for that. And that's what you didn't see, because I never spoke on it, because I didn't want to give her and her show light. But when Charlamagne decided that he wants to put her on a platform and bring her on the Breakfast Club show after he was on her show trying to kiss up and trying to act like he was representing us on the show, and then he's over here crying on the Breakfast Club, my friend Tomi couldn't get on the show because her people wouldn't do. Oh my God. I said, I can't listen to this. People was like, you gotta address Charlamagne, man. This has gone too far. I said, I really don't, because this is just going over everything else I've ever spoken about the guy. You know, it's all a show for him. It's all, you know, don't take away like the man don't work or don't do anything. It's just like, how far are you willing to go? I'm telling you, people will do anything for fame. Anything. It is crazy. I don't want the fame. Give me the money. You have the fame, but what I won't do is sabotage my integrity. My integrity means everything to me. I would be making tons of money if I just made videos up here kissing everybody butt. And, oh, look at my man, Lil Uzi Vert. I could easily do this stuff and get millions of views and just sit here and kiss up to everybody. And don't have an opinion whatsoever about nothing. Well, you know, I like him and I like him. Both their music dope. I got that black youngster banging. You know, all that type of stuff. Man, listen. There's guys out there doing that already. They're on YouTube. Find them. If you want to listen to stuff like that. I got my own views. Everything I tell you is me. That's the difference. Me. That's the difference. When I tell you something, that's how I feel. If I tell you this, that's how I feel about it. Me. Period. So, hopefully we got that addressed. But now it's on a platform where the public can see it for themselves. Make your own mind up. Or question Charlamagne about it. Go on his social media outlets and say, hey man, like, why are you trying to put this girl on a platform for? With her ignorance and her rhetoric, you're going to put her on a platform on your show. Is this for our benefit or just for ratings? Let us know. What you doing it for? Because it's definitely, I don't see her rushing to put blacks on her show. Some intelligent black folks to go on there and challenge her. I don't see her rushing to do that. Do y'all see Michael Eric Dyson or somebody on her show? Nope. So, I've already talked too long. It's your boy Karceno. I'm out.